It's the sort of loving support of Victoria that re-inspires Mistopheles into meaningful action and re-inspires the community to help him. And I think this scene is a sort of pre-echoing of the power of the community that we see at the end, where the implication is that he can't do the magic by himself, but when the community of cats or the tribe of cats get behind him, that focus and support makes the magic possible. And I think this idea, this theme in the film, that we as a community of humans or a tribe of cats are stronger when we use that power of the collective, is a key theme of the film. Rebel came up with this great dialogue.
Don't mess with the crazy cat lady.
And that we had to have a furball gag. Couldn't possibly talk over that. Meta Tally so brilliantly charts as Cassandra the journey from animosity to understanding and forgiveness, and she was a real asset to the Jellicle gang. And you feel like you can really feel Robbie as Monkstrap learning about leadership as he watches the leader of the Jellicles make the choice.
Is that you should need no.
And then from early on, I love this idea that in a show where most of the songs are addressed to the audience, that the surprise would be that Judi Dench as Auntie Johnny would turn to camera and address the audience directly, because this is the one poem where it has to be addressed to a human. You know, most of the other songs were rethought, where often the person being addressed was Victoria, so the listener was not a human but a cat. And I love the line, "You've learnt enough to take the view that cats are very much like you," again, as an explanation of why our cats are kind of human cats. I suppose we're talking about the intersection of cat and human, as Eliot's doing in his poetry. And it was actually a point that Trevor Nunn made to me when I met him with Andrew to talk about the stage show, the importance of who was the intended listener of the poem. So that in this poem in particular, I thought it had to be us humans listening. And of course, Trevor Nunn's direction of the original Cats was hugely inspirational to Lee and I when we were writing the script, and we would keep watching the video version from the 90s of the show to inspire us as we worked. Deuteronomy also talks about the fact that you've heard of several kinds of cat, and again, the film structure shows through Victoria's eyes these different types of cat and these different choices of way a cat could live their life. So it's an important summing up statement. And I love this idea of this is how you address a cat. I must admit, I have actually tried this. Tried bowing down to a cat and saying, "Oh, cat," just in the slight hope that this might unleash the cat to talk to me. It hasn't yet worked, but I will continue trying. But as a child, when I watched it, I loved the idea that, of course, cats could talk. The problem is we never addressed them in the right way, and if we only knew how to address them, this would get them to talk quite easily with us. So as a child, the idea that was perfectly possible, it was just a question of how you approach a cat, is such a brilliant idea.